Good morning, everybody. So we're starting to unhook and gonna find maybe another place to park for a couple hours before we leave Dawson City. We're signed up for a tour at 1 o'clock to maybe do some gold panning and go look at an actual working gold mine. Might be very interesting.
Yeah.
So here is the Klondike River. The Klondike River actually comes down into Dawson City and then merges with the Yukon River, which I guess is right over there in the background. This is where they join together, the Klondike and the Yukon. So I'm walking on over to a gold mine tour. Greg was going to join me, but he's not feeling too well. So he's going to stay back at the RV and take a nap and rest before we get on the road after this tour. So I'm gonna go on a tour. Sounds like fun. Go look at an active gold mine. So this is the commissioner's residence, and this was built in 1901. It was home to the vice-regal head of the Yukon administration, and they would even use this for social events if there was anything going on. It was last occupied in 1916. Walking to downtown Dawson City. Go meet up with the tour. This is St. Paul's Church. It says up there, built in 1902. Yeah. Cost $15,000 in 1902 to build this church. Very interesting. This thing is over 125 years old, this building. That looks like a very old building. It's next to the paddle boat. SS Kino.
Very awesome.
So I'm checked in, getting ready to go on the gold mine tour. So the 1:15 seems to be sold out, so I'm glad I got a ticket when I did.
It will take me approximately 30 minutes to get to our claim. So what I'll do is give you, in the meantime, a brief introduction to placer mining, so perhaps you can learn a thing or two about what we do here. I am a heavy equipment operator, so I can share with you my experience getting the gold out of the ground. Intuitive, meaning that you will try to challenge what I'm telling you. We did have, in the late 1800s, a small town called 40 Mile, which was located west of the Yukon River. And there were a whole bunch of miners and prospectors there, kind of traveling around the Yukon, but based there. 3 of those gentlemen, named Skookum Jim, Dawson Charlie, and George Carmack, on August 19, 1896, were traveling exactly on this valley, and out of fate, destiny, or just complete luck, they decided to go south on the road to your right, which is called Bonanza Creek Road. So if I drove this road for approximately 17 kilometers, I will get to the precise location where these 3 gentlemen made the discovery of an unprecedented amount of placer gold. That sits right above it is your pay dirt, which is literally that, is dirt that pays. So gold settles
bulldozer, if I got on it and I drove towards us, I will go down the slope and I will get to the lowest point, which is where the...
I'm David. I just thought I'd stop and say hi quickly. If anybody has any questions for me, now's a good time to ask. Just a quick on what's going on today. Everything's broken. Oh. 2 pumps broken, 2 rock trucks broken. Kind of hard to do anything, so we're going to start trucking in a second to overheat the one truck so the mechanic can look at it.
You need to make that happen, because if everything is evenly distributed, you never know where the gold is. But if you shake it forward with water, then it will go to the glue. And once that you know where the gold is, you can get rid of what's not gold. Okay, exactly the percentage of that, because I want to get paid accordingly. So that particular gold is 17% silver, and the rest is gold. 82% gold.
She said that this was about $7,000 worth of gold.
So I have my boots on. I'm gonna do some panning.
Here I am. I got my pan of dirt and it's to the creek, and now we're gonna learn how to see if we have any gold in here, because we don't know. It's the unknown.
Truck, so you want to put the pan under water and agitate vigorously.
Okay.
Because what we want to do is get rid of the silt. And I can see the silt coming out, so I'm just going to keep the pan under water for as long as it takes for the silt to come out. There's no reason to lift the pan, drain the water, look. There's no way to see the gold in advance. You will see that at the end. So let's say after a minute, if you lift the pan, you will realize, without hesitating too much, that
It's gold, Bill's kidding.
Right? So get rid of it, right? So any big rocks, especially do is put water in a pan, and I don't know where the gold is right now, but if I shake it forward by tilting the pan, now I know that my gold is there. I understand you cannot see it, so it's kind of hard to trust, but you need to trust gravity. So the gold is right there. So what I'm going to do, so at some point you're going to get rid of enough rocks for you to be able to swirl that water and look for the gold at the groove. At the groove, and I already see it. I already see 4 or 5 flakes. Oh. So why is my gold there? Because I brought it there. Because I did this, right? Okay, so I have 5 flakes there, and if I drain that water, I can still get rid of that without losing the gold, because the gold is too heavy. So if I swirl, those 5 flakes are going to still be there. See, there you go, 5 flakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then eventually what you can do, once that you separated them, you can get rid of that stuff, and that will check if you have anything else. So as long as water doesn't touch those flakes, you're not going to lose them. And then if I go slow and gentle, if there's something yellow that doesn't move, that will be a 6th flake. But I don't think I have one. There you go. So now I have 6 flakes. Sorry, 5 flakes. Okay?
Wow.
Okay, have fun.
Well, I think maybe I found about 4 flecks. Yeah, about 4 flecks of gold. I think I would call this a success.
I found 5 gold. I'm rich.
And there's my gold. Got 5 little flakes. It's not a lot, but it's mine.
Hands, things.
We would like to get off Klondike meets Yukon.
All right, we're heading to Whitehorse now. We left Dawson City after Deanna, the sourdough, did some gold panning and struck it rich.
Oh,
Now
I
she's-
struck it rich by 5 little flakes.
So now we're gonna head over to Whitehorse to spend our earnings on the riches of that gold can buy. You can see some of the fire damage that came through here on our way to Whitehorse, just outside of Dawson City. There's been a lot of wildfires. Kind of see some of the more recent. I think this is more recent.
I think this is a recent one. I think this one was maybe a month and a half ago because we were going to come up this way and this road was closed.
Yeah,
Because of, I think, this fire.
probably. Yeah. Got a good construction piece here.
Halfway to Whitehorse.
Yeah, but about halfway between Dawson City and Whitehorse.
It's about maybe, what would you say, like 3 or 4 miles
Yeah, so far.
so far. That side.
Good.
About this. Crossing the Yukon.
Crossing the Yukon River, heading down towards Whitehorse. Back on some asphalt. Looks like there's been a fire a while back through here. Yeah. Lots of these metal bridges like this, huh? Kind of the way that they constructed them back then, huh? Alright, we found this one campsite. It's a free campsite. Seems like a pretty nice place. Got a pretty big place actually here. Nice park bench. And plenty of room. So. Well, we made it to our free campground.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Where's
It's a Pelly. We're near the Pelly River, Pelly, Pelly, and it's the Pelly Campground.
And it says
or Pelly
it's
Crossing
free,
Campground.
and it's actually kind of nice.
It's free, yeah. It's got a lot of spots. It's pretty spread out.
Yeah.
And supposedly, I didn't see any today. I don't know why. Maybe because of all the fires, but they're supposed to like have free firewood and they have fire rings.
Yeah, they do have nice fire rings and stuff. So,
But
yeah, it's a pretty good
but,
spot if you're
hey,
coming
it's
through
free.
here. And it's definitely as nice as a lot of paid ones
Yeah.
that we've been to.
and it's about halfway between Dawson City and Whitehorse.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
So it's a good stopping point.
Okay. So, well, I guess we'll go ahead and call it a night and eat some of Deanna's special ramen that she fixes up, and we'll see you in the morning.
Good night.